Alrighty, welcome back to part two. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go like this. You're going to give it a punch in the dough. It's going to hopefully loosen it a little bit. Ooh, actually, it does look nice. Perfect. Then you're going to decide what you want to do. You want to do it in a loaf. You can do it in little muffin things. I have a feeling I'm going to do both muffins and or buns and things. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pause the video for a second. Alrighty. So whatever you decide you're going to do, let's make sure that you, before you take this out, after you give it a punch and it comes down a bit, make sure you sprinkle a little bit of flour like I did on my counter. Sprinkle a little bit of flour. Okay? So you got to do, give it a little bit of flour. Then you take the dough out, put it on the flour, and make sure it's on the flour and whatnot. Put the roll in the dishwasher. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a couple things actually. I'm gonna make them. I'm gonna cut one. Put them first. Don't mind the background noise, background music. Actually, I want to try If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, where don't you go? Passion sits. Pulling on the Ritz. I'm actually going to try something a little differently. Cooper, super duper. So I'm gonna make like this is gonna be like little dinner rolls. Little dinner rolls. Alright, so any little technique you can do. But you're gonna do them all dinner rolls. To know where to go to. Actually, let me use another one. Put them on the Ritz. No, it's not okay. Yeah. I'm going to use a baking sheet, but you can use whatever else, whatever you decide you're going to do, bread, whatever. So I'm doing little buns, right? Little buns. You're going to make sure that your pan's oiled. Okay, over here with the wash. Yeah, whether you use a loaf pan, a muffin pan, whatever you're going to be using, just make sure that it's all oiled before you put the your things on. Because they're going to have to sit for another little bit when they're done. Super duper, and you don't know where to go to. Why don't you passion sits? So yeah, I'm gonna try. And you can shape them in when you make the little rolls. Shape them into little balls like this. So yeah. Or you can do however you prefer. I shape them into like little dough balls because this way when they do again before they bake, they'll be perfect. And then I will do another video before they go in the oven and show you what temperature and everything else to put them at. And you can do this recipe with just about everything. You can even do it with to make pizza dough, but you would use a different dough or different yeast. So yeah, as the first video was, it'll show you that. Give me nine dinner rolls. That should be good. Make an actual loaf of bread now. Put it under it. Okay, so another little tip also for when if you want it to rise for the next little bit. There's like another half hour before it goes in the oven. You can heat the oven up for a little bit, but before the oven gets like hot, put them in for like a minute or two and take them out. So yeah, I am going to use a loaf pan as well. But whatever pan you want to use or thing you want to use, for whatever you want to use, just make sure that it's all oiled. Just a little more. You want to make sure all the sides are oiled and everything's oiled. Down. This is the night away. So I did it a little longer to sit, but that's because, yeah. So you let it sit for 1 hour. You can either set a timer or whatever else, but you make sure you just let it sit for 1 hour. This probably won't be a full loaf for this one here, but then you just plop it in, like that. Now it's going to sit and rest for a little bit more. You can use a towel, whatever you want to do. And then on the next video, I will show you what temperature to put it in the oven and how long to put it in for.